Greetings, traders. Tis I, Mark. I'm behind StockPursuits.com and DynamiteStocks.com, and I've got another video for today. And it's not surprising what's been happening in the market to me. Like I've been talking about the last couple of days, last 3 days maybe, how we're just getting really oversold, and a lot of things are beaten down. Look like every day almost the market's down or trying to go down. So eventually you get these really powerful rallies in these downtrends. But the thing is though, we're not really the downtrend's kind of up in the air now because like a lot of levels have held in the major indices and some sectors. So even semis. So the direction right now is kind of still squeezing, but there's a lot to extrapolate from what we're seeing. So I just made some coffee so I could get this stuff out really quick here. So yeah, one of my short squeezes that I was watching was the CIFR, and CIFR went really well as a setup, but I haven't really been trading that well the past week or so. I was just kind of my selection wasn't optimal, and I think some of these ones that I like the TEP I had played as the squeeze, like that still may come out because it's one of the higher short interests, and like seems like pretty much just about every stock with the really high short interest today had a squeeze. So, but I traded the CIFR earlier and like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and I think it was actually on that first day. I think I bought the calls there or on the second day, and I made the mistake of buying just the weeklies that time, but I thought it was really going to go if it went, and it kind of flagged for longer than I thought it would, but that was a good one, if you played along or whatever. But 'cause a lot of the stuff I was talking about came true here, but I just haven't traded it that well. Like I do have like some good positions on, but it's just I could have done better really on some of the selection. And like I shorted Neo, or I bought puts in Neo even though it was kind of up against support, and I think it very well, will be lower in the next month or so, but like everything was just overbought, and that these kind of every chart has the same thing where it just found support from the summertime or from prior months. So the way to play these is like you obviously buy when it breaks above the down channel line, and it's doing that again, but like there's no guarantee that these squeezes are going to keep going, and that even the good companies that are up now, they're going to keep continue. Like a lot, I mean, especially if they're a squeeze, squeezes they can really fade out if they don't really go. If they don't get a lot of momentum in the squeeze, they're just gonna it's gonna be back to like a downtrend every day, every week. So, but the good thing is you can kind of see where the shorts are now. Like they kind of showed their hand, these shorts with these big squeezes in a lot of stocks. Like one of my favorites that I shorted many times with put options with CHPT had a nice little squeeze there, like 15%, and I found one interesting one. It was in my momentum scan. It's actually their description. They're described as a Bitcoin mining company. So, and it looks just like the other Bitcoin miner charts, but it's kind of got that flag. So they're really like you can't like even these other miners like the Riot and the Mara, Like they're not really. I didn't like them as much as I did with the CIFR. Well, actually, riots kind of actually broke through a level there, so this one's actually better now. Like, cause before they just had these really weak spikes up, and then because everybody shorted there on that spike, and then like the Mara. So yeah, it's just these like bull flags, but it's not really a bull flag because it was more shorting, and then so that's why I like the CIFR because it was just really the momentum was really strong. Like it didn't even it just popped and then just kept going. Like it didn't really have that pullback with the shorts as it did the other ones did. So I really liked this one the most still. And yeah, a lot of these ones I was looking at for shorts now, they're kind of like you just gotta wait for. I'm just hoping to get some more move up in these EV charging stocks like CHPT and EVgo and Blink. And at Peloton, those shorts really showed their hand too, because that's a big squeeze there. So of course Peloton's pretty shorted. So yeah, it's really messed. There's really not any good. I didn't see any setup, so I went through some scans, but I haven't gone through my gap down scan yet. Um, it'd be pretty telling what hits that today. Something's gapping down pretty bad today. That's definitely something going on there. I was kind of looking through those. Wow, the Ruger, the firearm company, it was huge gap down, 16%. RGR. This Tandem Diabetes had a big gap down. Yeah, it looks like off for earnings too. Yeah, this one's interesting. The fact that it's down, a day like today, it's kind of a signal. So yeah, it's in a clear downtrend too. There's no levels that could find support at either. Going back years here. So that one's interesting. I wonder if it has options too. So that's one of the few ones that look exceptionally breakdownish. Yeah, like a lot of people were talking about the Apple earnings, or it's like the buzz on uh, Twitter was the Apple stuff, but the Apple stuff that's coming is going to be the best thing. Like they're working on a lot of stuff in the future. Now I'm just checking this TNDB. Yeah, these options are very liquid. Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting one. And the other one I found, yeah, the CLSK is kind of a one that I never even noticed before. I've never seen as a Bitcoin miner, but they all pretty much kind of doing the same thing. Like we'll see what happens, but it looks like Bitcoin's gonna keep going. So these still look like pretty good plays. And let's try to look at my other watch list here. Let's see. Yeah, DNA. This one's interesting. Like I don't really. it's kind of late in this little rally to get to load up on these short squeezes because they could stop, anytime. But this DNA is interesting. Like now they've got some really good stuff they're working on, and uh, I think it's been a really good growth company too. I looked at it before, and they've had some good growth. Yeah, the uh, the revenue growth's been really good. The past few years, uh, it's really incredible revenue growth, and their business is really good. Like it's in biotech, and like a lot of these biotech stocks have been doing pretty well. Regardless of what the market does. But one of the things I was thinking is this account Tiffany, she tracks like literally all of the high short interest stocks, and she was really right on with the Sava. Like she's a good account to follow. Like I recommend following her for when we do have these squeezes, a lot of stocks, because she covers like all of she's on top of all the shorts really, and she has the best data feed for short interest and short data. Like this Ortex, she's the Ortex. It's a paid service, and she's putting it out there for free. All this Ortex data. I don't know what the subscription is to Ortex, but I mean, it's not like Bloomberg or something, but she's putting stuff out there for free, and it's really good to look at these when the market's in the squeeze zone here. Yeah, that Sava was really good. She was tweeting about Sava like days ago, and I didn't think about like it's just been always so. It was always like a really tough stock. Like it was just always weak squeezes and stuff. But the Sava's been really good, and it's still going. Like see it went from like $14 to $24 now in like 2 weeks or less. So it did a triangle there, and then like a high flag right there, like a perfect high flag, because the volume was um, going down every day on the flag too. So the sell volume, and it just took out a level too. Yeah, I think this was one of her favorite ones, and it's a 37% of the float shorted. So I mean that probably will go like another day or two at least. Let's look at some other ones. She was looking at like FSR. I mean, not every high short interest stock is gonna squeeze, of course. Um, a lot of times they do. Like now, when there's kind of a little pivot. This FSR has a 46%. The percent of the float, the short is 46%. But yeah, it reacted today, so that's interesting. And it's kind of around that level, like a level there. Actually, I think it just hit it. Yeah, yeah, it hit right up against the previous that previous support right there. Like it's like about 440. So, like I was saying, that's kind of the chart that's going now with a lot of stocks. they're catching support from the summertime, and that's all technical, but there's fundamentals with that too, because it's where the big buyers are looking to buy the value, and like it's where the fundamental investors see the value. So then we see that with the chart too. So they kind of work together. So yeah, this one's interesting. Like I don't know if it has options, but that's me. That definitely fits the criteria at the moment. And another one I found this, I found Veru hit my hit my Momo scan, hit my Momo scan back like here on one of these days, and it was one of those that had a really big run, and then just got shorted to oblivion, and then but it came back like it was looking like a bear flag there, and then it came out there, but then when it caught support right there and then threatened these highs, it's like it could be turning into something there like a bottom. But I imagine they're not doing too well. The stock's like 97 cents, but I wonder if this one has a short interest. Has a short interest too. Yeah, yeah, it's 17% October 13th, according to Yahoo. So Tiffany's gonna have the best because she's got the Ortex. It's updated more regularly. So maybe even the last like week or so. So the Veru is definitely a watch too. That's why I added it to my watch list the other day. But it wasn't doing much. But the fact that it's up today could be something going on there. But it's really got to take out. It's got to take out that dollar mark. It's got to hit $1 or $2. And looks like it didn't. It kissed off it today. It hit like 99 cents. So if it gets $1, it could get rolling. But it's better to look at the intraday. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's doing this. It's got these clear. Well, like I was telling you, like I always like triangles as a setup, and a lot of setups they're not reliable. They're reliable for a while, and then they're not. Like moving averages and you know um, stuff like that. They work for a while and they don't when the market changes. And but these triangles like us, they're really consistent. Like so I mean, there is basically a triangle. I mean, there's a triangle right there. There's even intraday, and you see those a lot too. I looked at a lot of intraday data stuff over the years, and the stocks do the same thing. They do in the daily chart as they do intraday. So yeah, this one's got a nice uptrend going, but it's got to get over that level there. Trying to see what exactly it is. Yeah, it's 102. Yeah, $1.02 is the level there. So it needs like $1.03, and then maybe it'll squeeze, maybe it won't, but it's a setup if it does. And I noticed a lot of these shippers are still going. Like the nat, it looks like a flag there. Like it's got a good bull flag. And I noticed the other shipper, one that came up pretty late, was the TK. TK was up a lot past week, but it looks like it just got pretty nasty there. Like it's probably up too much short term. It's probably gonna pull back. Some of these things I'm just checking for the first time today. Yeah, VNO. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's a good thing I put that one off because looks like we're gonna get a better entry for a short if I decide to still short it. But it looks like it very well could test the highs. You know, it's not really a short setup anymore for me. Because that was looks like a squeeze. I mean, 13%. Yeah, all these were green today. Just want to check my housing stocks. Yeah, look at Zillow. Zillow is red. Look at that. Zillow is red off of earnings. It's not good. So that one still could be a good short or puts. Let's just check some indices real quick. Yeah, even Russell's trying to get back up into a level there because the SPY did it earlier. Yeah, there it is. See, like that's like the control level there. So, we get up here, it very well could keep going through levels, but it could not too. This could be a fake kind of rally. But the momentum's shifted, it's more likely to go up short term here just because it broke that down channel, and a lot of other indices have hit those levels. Yeah, Nasdaq's looking really bullish still. I'm not sure I'm looking at the right contract here because I've got I'm not super used to using this data feed, but let's see what the Qs are like. Yeah, it's like same. The prints are weird though, but anyway, yeah. So here's that's kind of the down channel. It's up against. Yeah, so it's really up against that, that level. And who knows, like, it could go either way at this point because it reclaimed that level, kind of like the Russell's trying to do now. And carry, wow, you look at the regional banks, like, kind of looks like a squeeze maybe, or just some really good buying. Yeah, it's kind of no man's land too. Like it's got a level there. Yeah, it's just really tough to get a read on some of these indices. Yeah, here it's kind of in the middle of that down channel. So we should be able to find. Yeah, there's the support now. Yeah, so now so it showed us where the support is. So that's it. That's the channel. Looks like this one's not even. Get rid of that one now. So Yeah, here's the technicals on semis. So it's right just about in the middle of that down channel. So yeah, it's really not a trade now for me if I was gonna trade it. But it seems like it's gonna want to test that. Yeah, wants to test it. Yeah, and XHB's got that level to deal with. Still a pretty broken chart, long term. I mean, if they can't reclaim that level there, it's still not looking good. To me, it's one of the more clear tops because it's the way the way it came down off that top is just really pretty fast and strong. And oil's kind of oil is tough here too because oil's right on that level there. Could go either way. I would say technically it's more of a short if it breaks down. It's probably better to trade a short here if it does break down because it's well, let's look at. I'm not even sure if that's because the futures would be better to look at actual CL. Let's see what CL looks like. Yeah, it's CL is actually better. That's showing the top there. Like that was the top level there. Like my read on oil back here was like a few weeks ago was that it topped out. Like it looked like a top. And it's making lower highs, so definitely looks pretty toppy. So even if it does, rally here, it's got to deal with this down channel. And but like I think, like if it, you can really see how it's really more weak on the futures here, because if it goes back to like 81, it's threatening to go back into breakdown mode, and that'd be a clear breakdown. So yeah, it's probably. I mean, it looks like it's gonna get choppy for a while first, but I'm actually more bearish on it. I'm more bearish on the chart than bullish, just because of like what I was talking about with the. Technically, that was the high, and then it failed to rally to the highs again, and it could be geopolitical. I don't know, but I think it could be demand too, like some of these sectors are weak, like the autos, like virtually no, there haven't been any auto companies that have been really doing that well with auto sales. And if GDP is forecasted lower, if you really like the oil is gonna show a slowdown before the economic data does, and the market will too. So, but it's not really super bad data or anything, but could be any month. Who knows? So yeah, that's about all I want to talk about. And this other one I found, rain. It did like a triangle here. It did it's actually turned into a long triangle. And I found that one the other day. So it's got a triangle going, but I'm not sure what the deal is with that one. with the fundamentals and stuff, but it's one I had to put on my watch list because it triangled out, and actually it's trying to go here. So I think that volume print was wrong too. I think that was more positive, or like it's like a black candle kind of. The volume was kind of even, but anytime you see a triangle like that, you gotta watch it. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about today, and I'll post more on Twitter, and I'll probably do a video over the weekend, maybe Sunday. So I'll catch you later.